The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Score Cowboys 7, Browns 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he powers his way up past the 30. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 30.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 35 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott from the gun. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Mayfield down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
Prescott down. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 33 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score, Cowboys.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And finding the tight end Hooper. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They run again on first down. Chubb across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. From the 31, Mayfield is going to fire one deep over the middle. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. What a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns get a score closer.
That touchdown was for all the fantasy people out there. May not change the final outcome, but some points were scored, and maybe some of the people at home are really excited to get those.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott's going to keep this. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 29 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Parkey with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Tony Pollard. And he will score.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Cowboys 42, Browns 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Chubb. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 41 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Browns' 26.
He's going to keep it again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He was
a gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
He's going to run again. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Prescott to throw this time. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for David Njoku.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shifts by him. Finding room inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Rolling to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
7-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
Mayfield's pass.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Check, 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 check. Check 13. Check 13.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
15. Ravens nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And sacked. He's forced out of bounds.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
At the 43-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike, sit up.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
He was brought down.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
19-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Again, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
This one caught out wide by Landry.
Mayfield's pass, complete to Jarvis Landry. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Malik Harrison gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They run. Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there.
By the wide receiver.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to take off with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Keeps the score. Browns 15, Ravens 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. but no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first,
sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go. Now I get it go.
Prime time over grind game, overtime's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I could never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Can't run nobody.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Buying time to his left. In the air, and now it's intercepted. Brady Williams picks it off. And there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. To an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 91 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Saints 0. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 25. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
To Kareem Hunt. A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Murray with a nice move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking as those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. This is Murray running right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From midfield, here's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On the move to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Mayfield now from the 50. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. 93 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion. And it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback, and that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone would bypass the fullback going out to the tailback of the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, time to play!
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. That's complete. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
It's now fourth down.
4th down, Mayfield. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44, Brees. They'll roll him out right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going. Out.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And Charles, the second time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there is that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
They'll turn to Kamara. Here's a toss coming right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
14, Saints 12. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down, Cleveland.
Here's Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The carry, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by...
They run it again with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Breeze to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Dropped at the 35, able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Breeze. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Come on, let's get him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Kamara, and he is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and it's a goal line stand on the final play. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.
Out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Chubb. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They run. Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Mayfield now. This is the tight end, Njoku. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass.
Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready to touch?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for Kenyon Drake. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Taken down by Grant.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Murray going to run on the option. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Running, it's Drake. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Thompson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Drake. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down.
NFL kicker. Nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this half.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 21 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
Browns ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now left side on the swing pass. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the field.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency. Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
Doing nothing.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 82 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
From the gun, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run it again with Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So naturally, they...
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Watch, but it don't take time. I pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard them sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4-4 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead. Down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Like work the middle, 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 work that.
Panic to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count afford and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
For Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion has it teed up, and here we go with two of the most exciting offenses around as the Bucs visit Baltimore, taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jackson now off the bootleg.
The 22-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. To throw again is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. But when this ball's tipped, it enters. Now Davis fumbles it, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And a Buccaneer first down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They go back to the ground with Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 2-yard line.
Wait, set.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly. That is.
He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 74 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. They get this out left, and he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
It's a turnover on downs.
Quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
One more time with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This still anyone's contest. A 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Wolfe just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Brady eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's 3 and out.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Again, it's Jones. Oh, nice move. Room to run past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now he'll throw with Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Brady took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Brady. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen,
and down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. With it is Brown. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
It is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Ravens 9. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Throwing now is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish him off.
The score that puts him in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try and run it here. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to Marquise Brown. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20.
How you like me now?
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 22, Buccaneers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tonight's final score, Ravens 22.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down, I'm there in the scene. Not just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing me.